Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Vaultopic, a mod that adds a way to search through inventories in a very short radius, but it's also helping you with early game inventory systems in general. This mod is by wolforce, the same mod maker who has also brought you Hearthwell. So now that you've seen a brief preview of what this mod might be able to allow you to do, let's actually get into what this is bit by bit. Vaultopic adds in just these 4 items here. That's it. It's not very much of a mod when you look at the number of items, but the Vault Searcher is just a crafting ingredient. It doesn't actually serve any purpose beyond that. It's made with an observer, a couple bricks, and a redstone repeater. You'll need that in order to a bunch of those in order to make one of these, a View or Vaultopic Inventory Explorer Workbot. And it even has a tooltip on it that says right-click to search nearby chests, sneak to repeat the last search, and it may be used from inventories with a keybind at a range of 5 blocks. So, once you've made one of these things, this is your entry-level version. Then you can upgrade it to a View X, and you can even upgrade that into a Vise. Each one has its own benefits. But to start with, a View, let's say that I have made one, which, by the way, to craft one, we'll just take this top row of items to get one of these views. So you can see it's relatively early game. I mean, it does require a couple pieces of nether quartz, but that's about it. It's not that bad at all. You open this thing up just by right-clicking, and you get a little search bar at the bottom here. If I want, I can search for specific items, like, let's say, dust. And you can see that any items that are nearby in chests will have, displayed on your screen all of a sudden. It's pretty cool. And you can actually open the chest, and you can see in here there's dust. There's also other items in here that did not show up. And when it's done, it goes away. It will, after a few seconds, actually disappear by itself. If I click again, it's empty. So I would have to repeat this. Now, if I want, as it said, I can therefore open the chest, exit, whatever. But if I sneak right-click, it'll repeat the same search. Same thing with the key binding, which in this case, I chose the letter G, which you would have to set in your, controls scheme. Now, on top of that, you notice that I am actually highlighting these items. If I left-click, even if I don't have it in my hand, because it'll stay there for a few moments, I can pick these up one at a time from the inventory. Or I can sneak left-click and take the entire stack's worth that is being highlighted in this case. Therefore, if I click on this chest, you can see I've been taking a whole bunch of fairy dust. And as it's spread throughout the entire chest, there we go. We're going to put that like that. And I'm going to repeat this by sneak right-clicking, hitting enter, and there we go. You can see it currently is spread out. But we've got other things in here. We've got glowstone dust. We've got some grave dust. We've even got some other types in here. Radiant dust and so on. If you want, you can even search just like you would in JEI or Just Enough Items, which is this mod over here, where you can, let's actually right-click, and you can do @Minecraft. Like I did at the beginning of the video, it'll show you all of the Minecraft items, which is quite a lot to look at in general, but it will give you an idea of most of the things. Now you notice this chest here does not display anything, but it has stuff in it. It's because these are non-regular Minecraft items. This is Arcane Archives, this is Tombstone or Corail Tombstone, so those are not displaying. So therefore that's just your general mod search type item. You can use other searches and whatnot as well, but that I just thought I would show to you so that you can understand it. Now, what advantage does this have? Well, first, you can find things very easily and simply. You don't even have to have it in your hotbar. I can put it up here. In fact, I'll put all 3 of these up here, and I can press my hotkey, and you can see that that's pretty much it. Then I can search for the letter A, and anything with the letter A in it then suddenly shows up within about a 5-block radius of where I'm standing. And yes, I'm in my refined relocation world, which I will get to that shortly as well, because this does have a very good collaboration in a way with that mod. So let's bring these back down, and I can show you some of the other things you can do. So once you've created your view, you're probably going to want to realize, all right, so I've got a whole bunch of stuff, crazy disheveled chests, as you see here, which I did that on purpose, yes. But you're going to want to have a bit more range so you can see a little further away. That's where the View X comes in. It's the same exact thing, and of course, in order to make it, you just need a few more vault searchers and a few extra pieces here, which you just add in these ingredients on top of those ingredients. You get one of these, and it just extends the range to 10 blocks radius around you. So therefore, if I do this, and I click here, and I look up dust, it actually shows way over there that there's some Graves dust in one of those chests that I couldn't see before. There we go. So when I type in dust on this and I don't have the others in my inventory, it will, in fact, sneak right click. There we go. Only show me those that are nearby. If I were to grab this upgrade to it, there we go. I was actually one block further away than I needed to be. There we are. And now it shows up with those ones. So you're going to want to make sure that you have the right items in your inventory when you're doing a bit-by-bit video like this. Anyway, I digress. Let's get this out of my inventory. And we're going to get this out of my inventory. We're going to grab the next upgrade, which you'll need the previous version, the View X, which is just basically a 10-block range. Plus, you're going to need these materials added on top of that to make a Vise. Now, the Vise is basically the View X with a crafting interface. So as you can see, the recipe isn't that bad. But if you right-click while holding this one, you don't get the search bar. And no, this is a JEI search bar down here. This is not the Vise. But if you look, it does say Vise, and this is crafting tweaks. This is not the same mod, but it does work with it, just to show that there is some mod interaction availability for this. Now, Vise will take items from nearby chests, allowing you to craft things. So, if I wanted to make a furnace, so let's actually type in furnace here, like I would for a normal JEI function, and I wanted to make this. Well, I would need to move these items. Hey, you know what? They came in. I'm not in creative. I do have cheat mode turned on, but I'm not in creative. I just made a furnace. How did I make a furnace? Well, in some of these chests are different items. So if I look here, I'm going to have to press the shortcut key in this case, and I can look up cobble. And you can see that we've got a bunch of cobble in these chests. We've got 4, 6, 6, 2, 64, and so on. So if I come over here, and I actually click on here and I want to make another furnace. Let's make a bunch of furnaces. It's not a problem. I just click and do it again. I've made 3 furnaces. And then when I do a sneak right click, it's still not going to do that. You need to do a sneak and the hotkey in order to repeat it with this one. So there is a little bit of a difference. But there we go. I now have this, and it used up the cobble from this chest that I was originally in. So I can continue doing this, but this allows you to craft from this location. If you don't need that extra crafting boost on this, you just need to know where things are, then you can easily get by with a View X and do the same range. And yes, these two both use the same range. They're both a range of 10. And of course, this one uses the click to open it up. So you can either click to open it, or you could just have the stuff in your inventory and use your hotkeys, once again, to do this. Dust. There we go. Lots of dust nearby. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's not that much, but there is one other thing that I do recommend, and that is checking out this other video that I did prior to this, and that is Refined Relocation 2. The reason I mention that is because this auto sorts things for you, as well as block extends and introduces a few cool hopper options, but it auto sorts things for you into chests. And if you combine that with a searching functionality like this, and we hit Minecraft, you can actually see where the things are in each chest on top of having them labeled and auto-sorted for you. And as I showed before, you don't even have to open the chest. You can always just access it with your hotkey. But I think these two combined together, a way of searching chests and a way of sorting chests, very early game, can be very strong and at least allow you a lot less headache in trying to get your pockets sorted. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be sure to stop by on Twitch most nights around 10 p.m. And be sure to spread the mischief to others. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.